That's not just censorship. This is literally psychological policing. What makes this even more powerful is that the most effective surveillance doesn't require a guard in the room, a camera on the wall, or an authority figure standing over your shoulder. The strongest form of surveillance happens when the watcher has been absorbed into your own mind. At that point, control no longer depends on external enforcement because the individual has learned to carry the system within themselves. The eyes of authority no longer need to remain visibly present because they've already been internalized. This is where forbidden knowledge becomes especially useful to controlling systems. Once people are taught that certain thoughts are dangerous, certain questions are corrupting, and certain lines of inquiry are morally suspect, they begin monitoring themselves long before anyone else has to intervene. Forbidden knowledge creates self surveillance. The person doesn't merely avoid punishment from others, they start preemptively restricting their own intellectual and emotional movement. They learn to hesitate before asking, to retreat before exploring, and to shut down lines of thought that feel too risky to follow. That internalization changes the entire experience of curiosity. Curiosity is no longer felt as a natural expression of intelligence or growth. It starts to feel like exposure, like temptation, like the first step toward betrayal, corruption, or even rebellion. In that kind of environment, the fear of knowing becomes a mechanism of obedience. People begin censoring themselves in private. They don't need to be silenced publicly because they've already learned how to silence themselves internally. Even in solitude, even in silence, even in their own mind, they feel the pressure of being observed.